What's up, everybody? So I wanted to give you a quick look at my camera bag since it's always one of the questions that people ask me. So I thought I would just make a video giving you just a quick tour as to the kind of gear that I use. So here is what's in my camera bag. So a rolling bag from Vanguard. I do not have the model number and everything, but as soon as I find it, I'll put it on the screen of this video, or I'll put it in the description box so that you can look for it. You can look at it yourself. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Right here in this first pouch here, we have obviously business cards. I have a cleaning kit with one of those blowers and a lens pen. Pretty standard stuff, something that every photographer obviously should have in their bag. Microfiber. This is again something that microfiber cloth. You always want to have that in there as well. Extra batteries. So these are just AAAs. I have double A's and AAAs for flashes and all those kind of things. I have a case here. This is a Vanguard case with extra memory cards in them. It's always a good idea to keep extra memory cards with you. I have 3 right here. I have several others that still have content on them. So that's that first case, that the first pouch. Open it up. We have the Surface Pro 3. This right here, I really like this. It has this kickstand on the back. Obviously, sit there. It's not a laptop, so when I go out of town, I can be sure that my laptop's going to be safe because it's at home instead of on the road. And this works really good on the road. There's a 3.0 USB, and when I also do photography type presentations or other presentations, there's a little DC input there. I can use that to connect to protectors and things of that nature. So that's the Surface Pro 3. I try to keep different lighting options in my bag. So I have a Rogue flash bender here, so you can do different things with the bender. Obviously, you can do the famous snoot and all sorts of other things. So always something to keep, always something pretty handy to keep, and then it folds up very nicely, and you can just put that away. So getting into the main part here, I have a 135 Carl Zeiss 135 1.8 lens here. This is a hefty lens. It is very, very hefty. This is why I got a rolling bag, because you don't want to have to carry this kind of lens on your back. You're gonna have back problems if you do that, so it's probably just better to get a rolling bag. So, but 135, this is a great portrait type lens. And so it very sharp lens. Again, f1.8. This is a 1.4 50 millimeter Zeiss for Sony A mount. With my A7, I have a LAEA4 adapter, so I can use all these lenses on my A7. My main shooter is the A99. Great looking camera. I have a 85 1.4 Sigma lens on it for the portrait and event work that I do. I have the light meter. This is a Sekonic light meter. This is really good for going into locations that you may have not been before. Maybe you don't understand maybe it's very hard to figure out the lighting. And so having a light meter is good, and is good for those kind of issues. It's not something that I use a lot of, but it comes in handy when you need it. And sometimes just buying one good one, you won't have to buy one for a long time afterwards. Plus, you can trigger with the cable. You can trigger your flashes if you have them hooked up to the right thing. On the topic of flashes, I have the standard flash that a lot of photographers use, and that's the Yongnuo YN562. It's a really standard flash. I actually have two of these. I have a battery charger for my for the batteries for my A7, and if you have an A7 or A7 II or A7S, you want to have an extra charger. For my A99, I have extra batteries. So always keep extra batteries for everybody that you have. I have, in this pouch that came with the bag, I have these Pocket Wizard Plus 3s. These come in very handy. You can trigger your flash, and with the right cable, you can also trigger your shutter on your camera. So I have that as well. So that's basically the main stuff that I use in my bag. And I hope this is helpful to somebody. If you have questions, please leave a comment on this video, or you can simply go to my website, steckingmedia.weebly.com. Thanks, and I'll see you guys in the next one.